Ever wake up at 3 a.m. staring at the ceiling, wondering why you can't sleep? You're not alone. Many seniors find themselves wide awake in the dead of night. And it's not just aging. Those early morning wake-ups are your body and mind whispering something deeper about your health, your habits, even your heart. I'm diving into 5 powerful reasons why this happens after 70. And trust me, they're not what you think. These aren't just guesses. They're rooted in science, from shifting hormones to quiet emotional stirrings. By the end, you'll see your sleep in a new light and learn simple ways to rest better, live stronger. Don't miss this. One small change could transform your nights and your life. Let's connect. If you're ready to sleep soundly again, hit subscribe and ring the bell. Drop a 1 in the comments if this feels relatable, or a 0 if it's not your vibe. Your voice keeps us going. Let's hear it. Reason 1. Reduced melatonin production. Waking up at 3 a.m., staring into the dark, wondering why you're wide awake. It's not your fault, and it's more common than you think. One big reason seniors find themselves up in the wee hours is a natural drop in melatonin, the hormone that runs your body's sleep-wake clock. When you were younger, melatonin flowed strong, helping you drift off and stay asleep for a solid 7 or 8 hours. But after 70, your body makes less of it, and that shift can turn your nights upside down. It's not a failure, it's just biology changing with age. Picture Sarah, a 72-year-old from a quiet Colorado town. She used to sleep like a rock, but now she's up most nights around 3:15 a.m., alert as if it's morning. No noise, no bad dreams, just her brain refusing to stay asleep. At first, she blamed herself, thinking she must be doing something wrong. But then she learned her melatonin levels were dipping low by the early morning hours, nudging her awake. That's how it works. You might fall asleep easily at 10 p.m., maybe after a cozy evening with a book or TV. But by 2 or 3 a.m., your melatonin's running dry, and your brain starts shifting to wake mode, leaving you tossing in bed. It gets trickier. As you age, your body becomes extra sensitive to light. Even a sliver from a street lamp, a glowing clock on your nightstand, or a hallway bulb can suppress melatonin further, making those 3 a.m. wake-ups even more stubborn. Sarah noticed her bedroom faced a bright streetlight, and it wasn't helping. The good news: you can fight back with simple changes. Sarah started using blackout curtains to keep her room pitch dark around 0 lux, if you're measuring light. She ditched her phone and TV an hour before bed, since blue light messes with melatonin. And she added a 15-minute evening walk in her neighborhood, soaking in the dusk to boost her body's natural rhythm. These tweaks made a difference. Sarah still wakes up sometimes, but she falls back asleep faster, feeling more rested by morning. Studies back this up. Low melatonin is linked to fragmented sleep in seniors, but small habits can help. Try keeping your bedroom cool around 65 degrees Fahrenheit to signal its sleep time. If you're struggling, talk to your doctor about melatonin supplements. 1 to 3 milligrams might help, but check first. Foods like tart cherries or walnuts rich in melatonin can also give a natural boost. A small handful before bed works wonders. This isn't about fixing a broken body, it's about working with it. Those 3 a.m. wake-ups are your body's way of saying it's adapting to a new phase. Instead of frustration, try compassion. Make your sleep space a sanctuary, dark, quiet, calm. Sarah started dimming lights around 8 p.m. and reading by a soft lamp. It wasn't magic, but it helped her body remember when to rest. You're not alone in this, and these changes can bring back deeper, more refreshing sleep. Understanding melatonin's role is a game changer. It's not just about closing your eyes, it's about giving your body the cues it needs to stay asleep. You've lived a rich life, full of wisdom and experience. Let's make sure your nights reflect that strength. Take one small step today, like covering that blinking clock or taking an evening stroll. Your body will thank you with better rest and brighter mornings. Reason 2, shifted sleep cycle and advanced sleep phase. If you're over 70 and finding yourself wide awake at 3 a.m., feeling like you've already slept a full night, your body's internal clock might be the culprit. As we age, our circadian rhythm, the biological timer that tells us when to sleep and wake, starts to shift forward. It's called advanced sleep phase, and it's why you might nod off during an 8 p.m. movie or crash at 9 p.m. without meaning to. By 3 a.m., your body's done resting, leaving you alert in the dark. This isn't a flaw. It's just your biology adjusting and understanding it can help you reclaim better nights. Meet Tom, a 68-year-old retiree from a small Ohio town. Back when he worked, he'd stay up till 11 p.m., winding down with late dinners and TV. But after retiring, he noticed a change. He'd eat supper around 5:30 p.m., watch the evening news, and by 9 p.m. he was out cold in his recliner. By 3 a.m., he was wide awake, puzzled why his body was ready to start the day before the sun was up. At first, Tom thought it was insomnia, but it was his sleep cycle moving earlier, a natural shift that happens to many seniors. His body's clock had reset, ticking a little faster with each passing year. Why does this happen? As we age, our circadian rhythm naturally advances, driven by changes in brain signals and light exposure. Younger folks might stay up late, their bodies synced with longer days. But after 70, your system leans toward earlier bedtimes and wake-ups, often by 5 or 6 a.m. If you're asleep by 9 p.m., 3 a.m. marks 6 hours enough for your body to feel rested, even if the world's still dark. Retirement can amplify this. Without work schedules, commutes, or social events, your days get quieter, and your body winds down sooner. Tom's calm evenings with no meetings or errands signaled his brain to start melatonin production early, pulling him to sleep before he planned. This shift isn't harmful, but it can feel frustrating if your life doesn't match this new rhythm. Maybe you want to stay up for a family call or enjoy a late show, but your eyes are drooping by 8. The psychological side hits too. Living alone or in a quiet home can make your body's early signals louder. So what can you do? Small tweaks can nudge your sleep cycle back. Tom started staying up a bit later, reading a mystery novel under a warm 60-watt lamp till 10 p.m. He took a 15-minute walk after dinner, letting the evening light reset his clock. Chatting with his son on the phone kept his evenings lively, delaying that melatonin spike. These changes stretched his sleep window, pushing his wake-up closer to 5 a.m. Science supports this. Studies show seniors with advanced sleep phase benefit from evening light exposure, about 30 minutes at dusk, and consistent routines. Keep your days active: a morning walk, a trip to the local coffee shop, or a hobby like gardening. Avoid afternoon naps. Tom cut his 2 p.m. snooze, saving sleep for nighttime. If you drink coffee, finish your last 8-ounce cup by noon. Caffeine lingers longer as metabolism slows. These habits reinforce your body's rhythm, easing those 3 a.m. wake-ups. This isn't about fighting your body, it's about syncing with it. Your sleep cycle's shift is a sign of a life well lived, adapting to new seasons. Embrace it with kindness. Try one change tonight, maybe a short evening stroll or a later bedtime. You'll feel more in tune with your days and nights. Reason 3. Physical discomfort and health-related interruptions. If you're over 70 and waking up at 3 a.m., it might not be your mind playing tricks. It could be your body sending quiet signals. As we age, aches, pains, and health issues creep in, and they love to stir you awake in the still of the night. From sore joints to a nagging need to use the bathroom, these subtle disruptions can pull you out of deep sleep, leaving you staring at the ceiling. This isn't just aging, it's your body asking for attention, and understanding why can help you rest easier. Meet Ellen, a 76-year-old from a small town in Michigan. She'd always been a light sleeper, but over the past year she started waking up around 3:30 a.m., unable to drift back off. At first she thought it was just old age, but then she noticed a pattern. Her knees, stiff from arthritis, ached after hours in one position. Sometimes a burning sensation from acid reflux jolted her awake. Other nights she'd rush to the bathroom, her bladder demanding attention. By the time she settled back and her body was too alert to sleep. These weren't random, they were tied to physical changes and health conditions common in seniors. As we get older, the body's more prone to discomforts that disrupt sleep. Arthritis, for one, makes lying still for hours painful. Ellen's joints would feel fine at bedtime, but by 3 a.m., the stiffness was enough to wake her. Acid reflux, often triggered by eating dinner too late, say a heavy meal at 7 p.m., can send stomach acid creeping up, causing a cough or burning that breaks your rest. Then there's the bladder. After 70, it becomes less elastic, holding less, and signaling more urgently, especially at night when distractions are gone. Ellen barely noticed it during the day, but in the quiet dark, the urge was impossible to ignore. Medications can play a role too. Many seniors take pills for blood pressure, heart health, or pain, and side effects, like frequent urination or sensitivity to noise, can sneak up. Ellen's blood pressure med was making her bathroom trips more frequent, something she didn't connect until her doctor pointed it out. Even small things like a dry mouth or a room that's too warm above 70 degrees Fahrenheit can nudge you awake. These aren't loud alarms, but they're enough to shift you from deep sleep to alertness, making it tough to nod off again. So what can you do? Start by tuning into your body. Ellen worked with her doctor to adjust her medication timing, taking her pill in the morning, instead of at night, cutting her 3 a.m. bathroom runs. She stopped eating after 6 p.m., opting for a light dinner, think grilled chicken and veggies, to avoid reflux. A heating pad on her knees before bed eased her arthritis, letting her sleep longer. Keep your bedroom cool around 65 degrees, and use a humidifier if dry air's an issue. If you're up to pee, keep lights dim. Use a 40-watt bulb to avoid signaling your brain it's morning. These changes don't mean your body's failing. They're signs. It's still communicating, asking for care. Ellen also propped herself up slightly with an extra pillow, about 4 inches high, to ease reflux and breathing. Small tweaks like these can make a big difference. Check with your doctor about any persistent discomfort, joint pain, reflux, or frequent urination might have treatable causes. But know that these wake-ups are often part of aging's rhythm. Approach them with patience, not frustration. You've earned your rest. Make it a priority. Reason 4. Lifestyle habits that shift your sleep rhythm. If you're over 70 and waking up at 3 a.m., your daily routine might be quietly steering your sleep off track. As we age, small habits, like when you eat, how active you are, or how you wind down, can reshape your body's internal clock, nudging you awake in the pre-dawn hours. These changes sneak up, especially after retirement when life slows down. Those 3 a.m. wake-ups aren't just random. They're your body responding to a rhythm you didn't even know you'd set. Let's dive in and see how to get your nights back on track. Take Jim, a 74-year-old from a cozy town in Virginia. After retiring, his days lost their old structure. He'd eat dinner early around 5 p.m., watch the evening news, and doze off in his armchair by 8:30 p.m. By 3 a.m., he was wide awake, staring at the ceiling, wondering why sleep betrayed him. At first he thought it was just aging, but his early evenings were signaling his body to start the night sooner, finishing his sleep cycle by those early hours. Jim's quieter life, no more 9 to 5 hustle fewer errands, meant his body was winding down too soon, pulling his wake-up time earlier than he wanted. This happens because your body craves routine, and without clear daily cues, your sleep-wake cycle can drift. Eating dinner early, like Jim's 5 p.m. suppers, can kickstart melatonin production sooner, making you sleepy by 8 or 9 p.m. If you're asleep that early, 3 a.m. marks 6 or 7 hours enough for your body to feel rested. Less daytime activity common after retirement also plays a role. Without physical or mental stimulation, like a job, social outings, or chores, your body doesn't need as much energy, so it shuts down earlier. Even small things like a 2 p.m. nap or a 10-ounce coffee at lunch can disrupt your rhythm. Caffeine lingers longer as metabolism slows, and naps steal nighttime sleep. Diet matters too. Early dinners can cause a blood sugar dip overnight, waking you up even if you don't feel hungry. Jim sometimes skipped a bedtime snack, not realizing his body needed a little fuel to stay asleep. These habits aren't bad. They're just signals your body misreads, thinking the night starts sooner than you'd like. The good news: you can reset your rhythm with simple tweaks. Jim started adding a 20-minute afternoon walk, soaking in daylight to anchor his clock. He pushed dinner to 6:30 p.m. and added a small snack like a handful of almonds around 8 p.m. to stabilize blood sugar. He swapped his nap for a crossword puzzle, keeping his mind engaged. Science backs this up. Studies show consistent routines and daytime activity help seniors align their sleep cycles. Stay active. Try a morning stretch or a trip to the local market. Keep evenings lively with a hobby. Jim took up sketching, or a phone call with a friend. Dim lights after 7 p.m. to about 40 watts to ease into night mode, but avoid total darkness too early. If you're a coffee lover, finish your last 8-ounce cup by noon. These changes tell your body when to rest and when to rise, reducing those 3 a.m. wake-ups. Your habits shape your sleep more than you might think. They're not set in stone. You've got the power to adjust. Jim's small shifts gave him longer, deeper nights, and they can for you too. Your body's still listening, ready to find a rhythm that feels right. Try one tweak today, maybe a later dinner or a short walk. You'll be amazed how your nights transform. Reason 5. Emotional and psychological restlessness. Waking up at 3 a.m. isn't always about your body. Sometimes it's your heart and mind stirring in the quiet of the night. As we age, the stillness of those early hours can become a stage for unspoken worries, memories, or a soft ache for connection. After 70, when life slows and distractions fade, these emotional ripples surface, gently pulling you awake. Those 3 a.m. moments aren't a flaw. They're a sign of your depth, your life's rich tapestry, and understanding them can bring peace to your nights. Take Margaret, an 80-year-old widow from a small town in North Carolina. By day, she kept busy tending her flower garden, calling her grandkids, watching her favorite soap operas. But at 3 a.m., she'd often find herself awake. Her thoughts drifting to her late husband, their old beach trips, or worries about her kids she kept hidden in daylight. At first, she thought her sleep was broken, but it wasn't her body. It was her heart asking to be heard. Those quiet hours free of noise and tasks gave her mind space to wander through joys, regrets, and longings she'd tucked away. This kind of restlessness is different from the anxiety of youth. It's quieter, more reflective, like a gentle hum of unresolved feelings. As we age, social circles often shrink, kids move away, friends pass on, and the nighttime silence can amplify a sense of loneliness. Margaret felt it not as heavy sadness, but as a faint wish for someone to share a late-night talk. The mind, unbusy in the dark, reaches back to old relationships, past choices, or words left unsaid. It's not about dwelling, It's your heart processing a lifetime of experiences, finding its voice when the world's asleep. Loneliness plays a big role here. After 70, quieter homes and fewer social ties can make nights feel emptier. Margaret's kids lived states away, and her evening phone calls with friends had dwindled. That emotional gap, barely noticeable in the bustle of day, grew louder at 3 a.m. But here's the hope you can soothe this restlessness. Margaret started a simple ritual. She kept a small journal by her bed, jotting down a few thoughts when she woke, maybe a memory of her husband or a note to her daughter. It wasn't fancy, just a way to give her feelings a home. She also added an evening habit, listening to soft piano music for 15 minutes before bed, letting her mind unwind. Small connections help too. Margaret began writing short letters to her grandkids, even if she didn't always send them. These acts of reflection and outreach eased her heart, making those wake-ups less frequent. Studies show emotional restlessness in seniors can disrupt sleep, but gentle outlets like journaling or connecting with loved ones lower stress and promote rest. Try calling a friend weekly or joining a local book club to rebuild ties. Keep your bedroom calm. Use a 40-watt lamp for evening reading to ease into night. If worries hit at 3 a.m., breathe deeply, counting 4 seconds in, 6 seconds out to settle your mind. These wake-ups are your heart's wisdom speaking, not a problem to fix. Approach them with kindness. What's your mind trying to say? Maybe it's a memory needing a moment or a longing for connection. You've lived through so much joys, heartbreaks, triumphs. Let those 3 a.m. moments be a chance to honor that life. Try one small step tonight, a journal entry, a soothing song. Your heart will rest easier, and so will you. Final thoughts. Those 3 a.m. wake-ups aren't just annoyances. They're your body and heart sending gentle messages. From fading melatonin to a shifting sleep cycle, physical discomforts, daily habits, and quiet emotional stirrings. These 5 reasons show how deeply your mind and body are still working, adapting to this stage of life. You're not broken, you're evolving. Each early morning moment is a chance to listen closer to your health, your needs, your memories. Instead of frustration, try small changes. Darken your bedroom, take an evening walk, journal a thought, or call a friend. These steps can ease your nights and lift your days. You've lived a rich life full of wisdom. Let's honor it with better rest. What resonated most today? Maybe it's a habit to tweak or a feeling to explore. Share one takeaway in the comments below. It inspires us all. Hit subscribe and ring the bell for more insights to live stronger. Thanks for being here. I'll see you next time.